We were doing research on the development of children's thinking in areas like reading and mathematics and science, spelling, and we recognized that our academic knowledge was limited and that we wanted to have more collaboration with people on the front lines, teachers and principals and so on. And we tried to do some of that. It's very difficult to do. It's very difficult to sustain. We had some wonderful collaborations, but as soon as someone moved or changed positions or interest changed, then those collaborations went dead. The university needed some kind of structural link, something with some permanence to it, to facilitate the connections between the university and the community. So when the idea of CUP came up, it sounded like a really good opportunity to push that kind of agenda, and I was thrilled to find out that there were people with similar interests all across the campus and in the community.
We were told actually by a good colleague over at the Alberta Teachers Association, they said, you know, over the university there is a thing called CUP. You guys really should get to know them. And, you know, there'll be a lot of resonance in terms of values and the way of looking at research as a tool for change. And so we soon began to connect with CUP, in the beginning more like community advisory members, helping CUP look at areas of focus, and pretty soon I think we started to come to CUP for help. And then in the last 5-6 years, we've been, of course, as you know, we've been enjoying a lot of collaborative research. I think the impact of CUP really hits on a number of levels. Awareness, knowledge, skills, and practice, I think is how I would break it down. I think in terms of awareness, certainly within the nonprofit community, there's a much greater awareness and understanding of the potential of research and doing research in the community. I think traditionally research has been seen in the community as a fairly frightening proposition, really something to be done by professors and not done with community. I don't think I ever saw myself as capable of engaging in research. CUP has a very gentle approach, very community-focused approach, so that builds both the awareness in the community, also skills, because the way CUP involves and interacts with community is very much in a capacity-building kind of model, so that we actually, as community people, learn a lot about the research process as well as what we are researching, which then the findings of that then have impact on practice and policy, be it agency policy or a broader policy.
What a privilege to be part of the faculty and you know, to have for 5 years, you know, the ability to be able to support this kind of work. So, you know, a CUP is a blessing for us.
There are so many ideas that come from such a variety of places, and so much problem solving that goes on. And we'll often have people come and present the research, and people around the table will start offering ways of helping develop that program or working with the people in that program to make it more effective. So there are just these, it's such a vibrant, exciting place to be because of the diversity of the people and their commitment.
If you want to really do work that's relevant and applicable, I would say that that's what CUP is about. I didn't say that if you want to do work that's easy or slick or has a quick turnaround, but if you want to do work that's relevant, this is where to come. If you're interested in the kinds of things that the community is interested in, there has to be a match.
The research work that CUP is doing is really important, helping us to gain a better understanding of the greater Edmonton community, certainly. But I think their willingness to be a resource for those of us who are trying to spread the word about community-based research and education is as important as the actual research that they're doing.
I think that people need to be aware of the mandate of CUP, the reach of CUP, the possibilities, the relationships that they build. CUP is about collaboration and it's about partnership, which is really what schooling is about, which is about the work, from my perspective, the cross-ministry services branch. It's really about collaborating for kids. And that's, I guess, the mandate of CUP. CUP provides an avenue where people can come together to collaborate to improve life outcomes for children. And so I think it's knowing that there is an agency, there's a place there that can provide connections to research, connections to community people who are actually doing the direct service delivery, and providing, I guess, the information to make the right decisions.
I think there are continuing opportunities to involve more and different researchers from other parts of the university. Certainly within our general areas, the faculties that are already interested in children, youth, and families, but I could see some other possibilities of reaching out, particularly around, say, policy development, advocacy, public education. Let's see if there's a way we can reach out to, I don't know, maybe political science or law or education.
In the future, I'd like to see CUP be explored as an opportunity for other departments in the city to involve them in how we deliver services in our communities. I think there's a rich amount of material there that both from the city side and from the university side, in terms of research that would be put into place to be able to use it in our communities. We're doing a lot more work in a very focused way in our neighborhoods with many different departments in the city, so transportation, etc. And I think that CUP could be very beneficial if we could move in that direction. If CUP didn't exist anymore, we would have to find another way to provide that linkage between what the community is doing, its practice, and the research, and make those connections. And the city often would have to fill those gaps with programs of its own or finding someone else to do that. I think we've grown accustomed to having it done by CUP, and we're very happy with that. So we'd like to see CUP continue for a long time.